This was my first card that brought me down the amazing rabbit hole of points and miles and how I've been able to save thousands by traveling on points and miles. But really, what I am here to do is help you figure out whether it is still worth it with that $95 annual fee on the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So let's take a look at the card and see what it has to offer and if it makes sense for you. So as you can see, right, it has a nice blue finish. It looks nice and stylish in the wallet of yours and definitely reminds me of the blue waters that you see through the windows of the plane on your next travel trip destination that you might be departing on after hitting the sign-up bonus that this card offers. Now, in terms of the sign-up bonus right now, it is 60,000 points, but to be honest, right, that is their standard offer at the moment. Still good, but it's always good to be able to time your sign-up bonuses and when you apply to these cards when they have elevated offers such as the 80K offer, that is much more often, or the 100K offer sign-up bonuses. So when those come about, then take advantage of it. But right now, even though it's at 60,000 points, it's still something to think about if it works for you after we walk through the benefits. To give you an idea of what 60,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points are worth, the current sign-up bonus is spending $4,000 within 3 months, but they are worth around $750. But if you use the right way, right, we can get, $2,000, $5,000 worth of value out of it. So you're better off spending it outside of the portal, but within the portal, right, or the cashback side of things, it's worth about $750. With these points, right, you can use them for a nice trip to Europe in business class, maybe a half a month in Bali in a Hyatt hotel, or even maybe a long weekend in a luxury hotel option if you'd like, or maybe just a cheaper hotel if you'd like. But either way, right, you can get a lot of value out of those points currently too. So let's jump in to the benefits and that transfer value. Now, when it comes to the transfer values, right, we want to make sure that we're transferring them at least 2 times the value, although we can get much higher value sometimes, but that is a good blueprint to think about. You can do this by transferring to partners. So Chase does have a nice set of transfer partners that you'll be able to utilize the points with and use them to get more additional value. So be sure to take a look at those, because if you want to make the most of your points and your money, that's where you want to use the points, is with the transfer partners outside of just the transfer portal, which is available to you. Now, if you want to use those points within the Chase portal, right, for regular travel, you can get 1.25 cents per point instead of the normal 1 cent per point. So you get an extra 25% redemption value with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Something to compare that to is the Chase Reserve, which is at 1.5% the value, or 50% more value. So most of your points, right, that's where you want to use the points, is with the transfer partners. But if something makes sense, you can use it within the portal. Now, to give you a little insight on using points with partners, right? 1 point is still worth 1 point or mile with the partners. So 10,000 points equals 10,000 miles, or 10,000 points equals 10,000 hotel points. You get the idea, 1-to-1, right? But sometimes partners actually offer Chase additional transfer values, 10, 20, 30% or more. So be aware of that, especially when you're looking for ways to redeem your points with partners, because then you can get more value out of it and save more money doing so. Now, how do you earn points and what are the perks of the card? These are things to take into account. So first of all, you're going to get a majority of those points from the sign-up bonus. So be aware of that. Make sure that you do hit the sign-up bonus so you do get a bulk amount of points that you can utilize for later. Now, the perks of the card. So you get 2 times points back on dining and 2 times points back on travel. Travel does not just include airline tickets. It includes many other methods of transportation as well. So if you're in New York, taking the subway, taking taxis, things of that sort, that's something that you can get additional points with. You also receive 5 times points on travel purchases through the portal. So if you purchase flights or hotels through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal with cash, you'll get 5 times points on those purchases. You get a $50 hotel credit each year that you can use. And now some of the slept on perks that most people don't think about it is travel insurance up to $10,000. So it's always good to have this with how airlines are acting nowadays. You also get baggage delay insurance up to $100 per day. Rental car coverage, right? So you don't have to pay those additional charges and fees for insurance that the rental companies do charge you. You can opt out of that now if you purchase those cars under the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Of course, you get the 25% additional value with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. no foreign transaction fees. You get purchase protection for 120 days for damages or theft, which is really important, right? That's why you want to utilize credit cards because, right, you're technically using the money from the bank, so they want to make sure that they can get that money back. That is the disadvantage of using debit cards. If someone is fraud or theft or anything like that happens on a debit card, they're not going to fight for you. The bank isn't going to fight for you. They just took your money. So that's the great thing about utilizing credit cards in their own sense. And of course, it is the beginner travel card for Chase. So this is where you are going to be able to actually utilize the transfer partners. So with the $95 annual fee, which is fantastic, you can now get additional value by transferring them out. If you have other cards in the Chase portfolio, like cashback cards, the Freedom Flex or the Freedom Unlimited, you're not going to be able to transfer those points. You can only use them in the portal at a 1-to-1 ratio without that additional 25% value. Now, when it comes to the caveats of the Sapphire Preferred or just Chase cards in general, right? You can't both have the Preferred card and the Reserve card. You know, you can't receive both sign-up bonuses, so it's one or the other. And make sure you're aware of the Chase 524 rule. So the Chase 524 rule actually states that if you have applied to 5 other cards within a 24-month time span, Chase will not approve you for any of their cards. So be aware of that. So all of this for just the $95 annual fee. I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer to have in your wallet, right? Sometimes you can actually get that fee waived for the first year, or you can go and branch and talk to a banker and negotiate with them to actually waive that fee. But the $95 fee isn't going to burn a hole in your pocket. So it's a fantastic card with a ton of perks that are extremely valuable for such a low annual fee. Like I said, I think this is an absolute no-brainer to have in your wallet. It's the best beginner travel card to have, right? It allows you to transfer your points to partners, so it opens up those opportunities. It's a contactless payment card, which is, you know, pretty cool looking in itself, and it's a really low annual fee with great initial benefits and travel insurances that are extremely helpful to have. So if you're looking for a card that's a low annual fee, a great travel card for everyone with quality benefits, you can't go wrong with the Sapphire Preferred. This is just going to be your go-to card initially, especially if you're getting into the points and miles game versus other cashback cards. And even if you tie it into another cashback card, like the Freedom Unlimited or the Freedom Flex, where you can take those rewards from those cards, transfer them over into your Chase Sapphire Preferred and take advantage of that 25% additional value and transferring those points into partners. So it's a huge thing, huge option. I think, like I said, it's a great card to have. It's a great starter card. It was the first card that I ever had when I went overseas for the first time with no foreign transaction fees. And that's what really dove me into the points and miles game and saving thousands for travel. So if you're on the fence with this card, hopefully this gave you the guidance on why I think it is an absolute must to have in your credit card Rolodex, in your wallet. It's a great option to get started with. So if you like credit cards, you like finance, you like travel hacking, feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe, go in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. If you have any other cards that you recommend, and feel free to join the school community. It's a free community. We're all networking, collaborating, and learning how to save thousands. We are giving the game away for free in there, so you can always join and connect with other people who are wanting to do the same. It's a great place to be. So go ahead, check that out. But as always, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'm looking forward to next time.